Hi you two, and welcome to your first English lesson of the week. The title of our English lesson today is verbs. Can anybody remember from our lessons at school what a verb is? Would you like to pause this video and tell your adult at home what a verb is? Okay, so well done. A verb is a doing word or an action word. So for example, run would be a verb because it's something that you can physically do. You can get up and you can go for a run outside. Skip would be a verb because again, it's a doing word, it's an action word, it's something that we can go outside and do. What I would like you to do is pause this video again and tell your adult at home 5 verbs, 5 doing words or 5 action words, and I'd like you to write them down on a piece of paper and get your adult to check them for you. So well done. Hopefully if you've wrote those down on a piece of paper, you'll be able to hand them in to me at the end of the lesson so that I'm able to check them for you. Right, so to continue with today's lesson, you are going to need some bits of equipment. You are going to need a pair of scissors, a pen, some paper, and you're also going to need 2 plates again. So if you'd like to pause this video and go and get your equipment and come back. Okay, brilliant. Hopefully you'll be able to see those on the camera just about. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a sentence and I'd like you to pause the video, read the sentence and with an adult identify what the verb is in the sentence, what the doing word is, what the action word is in the sentence. So here is the sentence. The girl shouted, "There's a rainbow in the sky." So pause this video and just write the verb down on a piece of paper. Discuss it with your adult if you need to, if you are unsure. Remember, a verb is a doing or an action word. Well done to those of you that said shouted. Shouted is the verb because it's a doing word. We can all shout. Maybe you could shout now to prove to yourself that it's something that you can do. So well done to those of you that identified shouted. Here's my second sentence. We're going to do the same. I'm going to read the sentence, then I'd like you to pause the video and with an adult at home identify what the verb was in that sentence. So the sentence is, the dog ran through the park. The dog ran through the park. So pause this video and identify what the verb is with your adult at home and write it down on a piece of paper for me. So the dog ran through the park. Well done to those of you that identified ran as the verb. Ran is the doing word, it's the action word, it's something that we can do. Maybe you could get up and run now to prove to yourself that it's something that we can do. Okay, so what you're going to need now is your 2 plates and we're going to do a little bit of a sorting activity. So on one plate, you need the title verb. So if you want to pause this video and write the word verb on a piece of paper for me, and then you'll need to place it at the top of your plate. Hopefully you'll just be able to see that on the camera. If not, you know what the word says. So pause the video and do that one for me. Okay, so well done. Hopefully you've wrote the word verb by now. And the second one says not a verb. So again, pause the video, write not a verb on a piece of paper and place it at the top of your plate like so. Okay, so I'm going to show you some words. You need to write these words down on a piece of paper and then again, pause the video and organise them into your plate. So is it a verb? is it not a verb? So remember, a verb is a doing or an action word. So the first word I want you to write down is skip. So pause the video and write it down, place it on your plate. Second word is jump. Again, pause the video, write it down and organise it onto your plate. Third word is talk. Follow the exact same rule as before, pause and organise. Fourth word, rainbow. Next word, cat. Next word, dog. Next word, ran. Next word, Lee Forest. Next word, shout. And your final word, flower. So if you haven't already done so, if you've just wrote those words down, pause this video now and organise them into your plates. If you've already done that, continue watching for me to go through the answers. So first word I'm picking up is shout. Is shout a doing or an action word? Can I shout? Yes, I can, which means it is a verb. So well done to those of you that identified that as a verb. Next one, Lee Forest. Is that a doing or an action word? No, I don't think it is, which means it's not a verb. We can't do Lee Forest, can we? It's the name of a place. It's a naming word. Next one, talk. That's something that I'm doing now, which means it's a doing word. So yes, it is a verb, so I need that one in my verb plate. Next one, dog. That's a naming word, so it's not a verb. Flower. Not a verb again, it's a naming word. Ran. I can definitely go for a run. It's a doing word, it's an action word, so it is a verb. Rainbow. Can't do rainbow, it's not an action, is it? So that's a naming word, so it's not a verb. What's the correct name for our naming words? Can anybody remember? Hopefully you said noun. Naming words are nouns, not verbs. Jump. I can do jump, it's an action word, so it's a verb. Cat. Can't do cat. Cat isn't an action word again, it's a naming word, it's a noun, so it's not a verb. And my last one, skip. I can go outside and skip if I want to. It's a doing word, it's an action word, so it is a verb. See how many you've got right? And write your total down. I would love to see your comments on Google Classroom. Let me know how many of those you got correct. So that's the end of me teaching you about verbs. What I would like you to do, so many of you have been telling me how much you are enjoying doing the doodle activities on your phones, tablets and laptops. So today your verbs activity is on Doodle. So you need to sign into Doodle, go onto the extras tab at the top, and I have assigned you a piece of work called verbs. I'd like you to work your way through that and then leave me a comment in the Google Classroom letting me know how you've got on. Hopefully you can earn 2SJ lots of stars by completing that. So well done to all of you that are accessing my videos. Hopefully this week we'll have even more children completing the work. So have fun with your doodle activity and let me know how you get on. Please leave me a comment on Class Dojo or the Google Classroom if you are unsure of anything. So have fun with that one.